Huh. Linked blocks really get confused when you do this kind of stuff. Okay, there we go. Farmer still hasn't come to farm yet, but I guess it's still nighttime. Okay, can I rotate battlement blocks? I can. I just wish it would automatically do this for me. Or if the designers have been smart enough to actually flip them, because trying to do this conventionally just is bad. Let's see. So if I do this... battlements are supposed to work with corners and stuff. They don't really show it. And they're not a linked block. Eh. Yeah. Not super jazzed about that. Like, I like the castle blocks, but this is a bit unsatisfying. I feel like I need a couple more blocks to make it work. And they don't exist. Not so bad. I could do the rounded ones, but actually, I might have to. Because, yeah, the rounded battlements are the only thing that'll make this turn a corner without looking dumb. Well, so be it. Yeah. Okay. This room, yeah, small castle kitchen. What do you mean? Oh yeah, it is a castle kitchen. For a second, I thought it was just a small basic kitchen. Farmer still has not farmed. Like, all I need him to do... do we just... I'm just gonna put a ladder right here. All we need him to do is just go in. And, I wonder if I can actually get this to work while I'm standing on it. Because if so, that'd probably be the easiest way to do it. Yeah, okay, that works. See, Wonder has one more island after this in the story. Oh, really? Does anybody know... Does anybody know how to get the farmer to actually farm here? See, not sure the farmer can get to the farm. He's got a ladder. But yeah, that's fair. We can do stairs. Okay, do we want to move this up by one more level? We might as well. Okay. Let's see. We built down where the herb plant is, though. I'd like that as just like a pretty courtyard. I don't really want to soil it with crops. I will if I have to. Oh, he's on the roof now? Oh, he's doing it! Okay, we're good. That's what I was thinking. It's like, this game has never once required me to, This game has never once required... Let's see. Probably want to do it here. It has never once required me to do staircase to go up. Ladders have always worked. Okay, this is just weird. I'm gonna try and put this down. Unfortunately, putting these down has never been very comfortable for me. So I don't know. Okay. Well, it's working. I just have to stand at the corner and work my way in. Okay, battlements are coming up. Yeah, snow is annoying. I was kind of hoping that once we'd, like, leveled the town a little bit, the snow would stop falling directly inside the town at the very least. Just because. But, sadly, no dice. It's fine. We've got it. We've got it at long last. It just took some finagling. And now we should have a nice, fancy, functional castle with battlements and a bunch of other things. And yeah, the parts do actually look quite nice when you get them all together. It's just the initial frustration of just like, how is this supposed to work? And I feel like it should all be like super adaptable. So like if you have a if you have like one of the corner battlements or something like that, and you put a regular battlement to it, the battlement would automatically like rotate to match. And if that wasn't good, then you'd just replace it with okay, he is farming. I mean, I can't place that there. Oh, I see. Let's see. So now we've got some crops. We're gonna need more than this, but that should be okay. Let's see. Don't forget you have a magic pencil. You can copy-paste. That's a good point. I will have to do some testing with that. Okay. So in that case, I should probably go through this center room and turn it into something next. Let's see, is roof part of a mission or is Wander just doing what he wants? I ran out of space. This castle is actually really, really small. Which, I mean, isn't that big of a deal, but it's one of those where I really wanted to put like a field outside or something. And it turns out, the moment you leave any of these, the like smaller keep walls, is actually the moment you leave the playable area entirely. Not a big deal, but it's severely limiting if you want to have a bigger field to fit like wheat or something like that. I'm just gonna have the battlements point forwards. At some point I might replace them properly, but eh. Okay. I'm not sure what this building is going to be right next to the field. I think I'll just fill it with purple for the time being, and then we'll... Let's see, glass roof might help with the snow. I don't think I can do glass roofs. I also do not have much for... Oh, wait, no. This is the courtyard. That's fine. Let's see. I was really tempted to put some more layers down, but I think this will be okay. Okay, good. It also looks like the NPCs walking around down there are going to slowly get rid of the snow down there for me, which is good because I'm kind of sick of it. We're just gonna blast all this down. And then I'll figure out interior decorations and what to do with some of these anyway. Just imagine going to the toilet. You look up and see a construction worker looking down on you as he builds builds on top of the bathroom. I would be unnerved. Okay. So this way, except for maybe like a secondary room or two that are open air up here, this should solve a lot of our snow problems inside. Because I was getting real sick of, like, walking around and just having it be snow. Unfortunately, this is going to make us realize just how shitty the, Just how shitty the floors are inside the castle. Because I'm pretty sure they're busted up pretty bad. Island 1, fighting with all your villagers. So now you only fight with your buildings. Good job, builder. Yeah. I mean, technically, I could have actually set this up in such a way that... I could have set this up in such a way that we would have to fight. But that's less fun. Okay, this room needs to be freaking tall. I'm glad that we haven't gotten ganked by the ghost much. Because I know he's around, but he hasn't, like, bothered me. Okay. But yeah, we're gonna want to make the king's room bigger for reasons. I might put like a big window. If we get the ability to put windows and stuff. I might put a big window specifically behind the throne room. Okay. And yeah, at some point we might, extend? I don't really know how I'm gonna do some of this stuff. Maybe I'll put like an, upper gallery. Let's see. Could just have a whole bunch of stairs or something. But this will be okay. At least for now, and then we'll... Yeah, I'll figure the whole thing out later. But no more stairs, no more snow in the throne room. Rejoice, King. You're... Well, actually, I don't know. This king seems relatively agreeable. So maybe he didn't care nearly as much as some kings might. Be something if there are generic stained glass windows in this game. There are, in fact. Also, I need to bring these in just a bit. Actually, do I? Interesting question. No, I don't. Ah, that's a stupid disparity. Oh. Man, this game will be awesome if it ever comes out on PC. I hope it does. Because the first-person mode would feel so much better. Oh, I see. I don't actually have a ladder block here. There we go. And there's a firm, solid coating of snow on everything. Let's see. I am making all of the mistakes. Probably means I'm getting very tired here, which is probably fair. It is almost midnight. You know, I said to myself today I was going to play other games. I say that to myself every single time I load up Dragon Quest Builders. It keeps never happening. Yeah, maybe I'll put like a balcony there. Maybe. Been playing this for 8 hours straight. Well, it's okay. Let's see. Wonder why aren't you using the trowel to place those walls? Honestly, because you have to be perpendicular to the wall segment you're putting down to place the walls with the trowel, which is actually really awkward. Yeah, better luck next 100 times saying that, Wander. It's very true. I'd say it's painfully true, but like, yeah, truly when it comes down to it, I do thoroughly enjoy this. It's just like, save one more turn. Yep. Except for on the plus side with this game, apart from some of the sandbox modes, once I'm done with it, I am actually just done. And then I can just be like, cool. Because, yeah, I do look forward to being done with this game and being able to be like, man, that was a good game. What does the rest of my life look like? Because there's a specifically, like, freeing experience to being done with, like, a really long game. That I've been recording for YouTube for, you know, hundreds of hours or 100 hours or something like that. Like, the day I finally finished, stopped recording Scrap Mechanic was so... It was... I don't even know how to describe it apart from just the fact that, like, I felt free, finally. Okay. We can use parapets here. Let's see. Because then I have like this whole open segment where I can just be like, man, so what do I record now? And it isn't just more Scrap Mechanic and Graveyard Keeper. Graveyard Keeper was slightly different, because with Graveyard Keeper, I recorded all of that in, like, a week. Very similar to this, except for, like, this feels 10 times longer. And I'm pretty sure, yeah. I'm pretty sure I've sunk way more time into Dragon Quest Builders. Actually, don't need to go 2 up here. I only need to go up 1. Like, by the end of this is going to be well over 100 episodes. That is a guarantee. Slay the Spire. Yup. Oh, yeah. Finishing Graveyard Keeper left such a bitter taste in my mouth. I guess I knew it was coming, so it wasn't so bad. But, like, I also knew it was coming because I know those developers. And I know the kinds of games they make. So it just seemed par for the course for them. But I totally understand that. I totally understand that feeling. And it is a shame. Because, like, Graveyard Keeper had such great ideas. And at some point, I hope that studio figures out how to, like, make a complete game. Because I had the same problem with, I had the exact same problem with their latest game, too. Swag and Sorcery was so cool and so interesting. I mean, it effectively was the same general flavor as Weapon Shop Fantasy and Dragoncliff. And I think it was the better one. But yeah, it felt like it promised much more and disappointed on that. Yeah. And it's one of those where this actually happens not infrequently when I'm playing a game. Where I start playing it and I'm like, there is a game here that is nestled inside of all of this complication and grind or something like that. And it's, you know, I can see the diamond in the rough. I guess is the easiest phrase to describe it. But I know that that diamond doesn't exist. It's an illusion. And I want that diamond. I'm chasing it. And I'm saying, like, man, wouldn't it be cool if this mechanic was a thing? What if, you know, what if they'd actually capitulated on this promised idea? And that happens not infrequently when I play indie games. It's usually not a big deal. But sometimes I feel it more than others, because I'm just like, ugh. Probably eat my potatoes. Speaking of my potatoes, they're grown! My potatoes, they have grown! Whoops. One too many potato. But that's okay. I'm almost done putting a roof on this. We might go back and, like, fix up some of the pillars and some other things. 'Cause that's good. Does it ever not snow? Not around Moonbrook. Anyway, is this game different from the demo? Oh. Or no, not different from the demo. How's this game different from its prequel? It's better. It's definitively better. They made the like companion AI considerably better, so people fighting for you do a good job. Malroth is an amazing foil. The kingdoms generally are more interesting. There's a lot nicer blocks, and they made the building more interesting, especially with first person. Yeah, I gotta make this higher. It should be a lot easier if I could see what I was doing. There, Goram Snow. Okay. I'm gonna be max level by the time I leave here, and it's going to be hilarious. Well, we might as well have this room just as tall as the throne room. How are you gonna find your way around with the ceiling covering everything? I made it a relatively tall ceiling, so hopefully... it won't be too noticeable. That needs a new villager's job. Snowplow. Dude, yeah. eShop servers are under maintenance. Well, it'll be available tomorrow. No problem. But yeah, I truly would recommend both Dragon Quest Builders games. I would say you could probably play them interchangeably. I'd probably recommend playing Dragon Quest Builders 1 first instead of 2, just because the quality of life improvements in 2 do actually make a pretty major difference. But yeah, honestly, I am fine with having the complication of having a roof over my head for once, if I'm not just walking around infinite snow, because the snow gets really annoying. Okay, and it looks like they're even gathering things. So we'll have to make a staircase that leads upstairs. That should be okay. We have potato. We have potato. Okay, bottomless pot. Pour. Let's put some of these things away. Honestly, we should probably do a little bit of progress before I go to bed. So, we're just gonna make this stew for the guy. That's gonna take a little while. But yeah, for the most part, it's kind of claustrophobic, but it's not, like, terribly so. Especially for some of these bigger or, like, deeper rooms. Mainly, it's just gonna feel like the camera's kind of stuck to my butt. And I can still zoom out, actually, a fair bit. So we should probably put a forge upstairs. But honestly, I could probably destroy some of this stuff and be none the wiser. Because I think I can tear this up at this point. And switch back to the trowel. See, we've got tons of this. Walk over that. Heck, I'm not even sure if we can make anything with silver right now, so let's just get rid of this stuff too. I think I'm gonna just keep the Wizard's Workshop there for the time being. I'll just have that one going. Okay, so this... should be fine. Switch to that. Hammer, hammer, hammer. Ah! Getting in and out of first-person view gets weird. I'll probably switch the floors to flagstones or something else when I get the chance. Instead of vice versa. Problem is, I can't make flagstones, so... better that I just do this. And then switch out the busted tiles. You can tell nobody ever walks out this direction. Because there's still snow everywhere. I guess this is a good point. Oh, you know what? I could put this forge and or the smithy in here. This isn't a terrible spot for it. Get out of here, snow. You have no business inside. Thank you, Malroth. You are now town snowplow. Your name is now Malroth, Snowroth. Malroth. There we go. Thank you, Malroth. Let's see. Switch to this. God, I hope that doesn't wreck the ceiling. Okay, that wrecked the ceiling. Can't do that in here. Okay. Well, let's fix that. Let's see. Castle wall. At least it's an easy fix, but I should have aimed differently. Malroth, I grant you the title Snow Obliterator of Doom. Plowroth. Bane of all snow. I don't know. Okay. Well, we've solved our food problem, and we've solved our everything is covered in snow problem. Now we just... Now we just have to solve our... Huh. There's two different types of castle floors. And I'm not entirely sure how to get them to match up. It's very strange. Oh, I see. If it's on its own. It's like that. Like if it's touching a block. Like an extraneous block. I got it. Well, in that case, I guess we'll just do first-person mode. Or alternatively, that looks really strange. We do have first-person mode that I can use awkwardly. But first-person mode is an option. Don't necessarily know why we need to have it shutting out like that, but you know what? So be it. Ah! Okay. That should be good. Just want to fix all these stupid holes in the floor. Okay. Stupid holes in the floor are done. We'll add pillars of some variety. Okay, that should work. That should work. There we go. Yeah, so it's a... Well, hey, am I max level? Nope, never mind. I wasn't paying attention. I like it out in first person we have to turn to look at Malroth and be like, yeah. Magic armor reduces fire and ice damage. Oh. Well. It's probably fine. Let's see. So now that I'm done with that. No, I'm not. Okay, there we go. Now that I'm done with that, I certainly do feel the need for... like a smithy of some kind. Or some variety. but it's not going to help too much. It doesn't provide me extra resources or anything. Okay, well, one way or another, the soldier stew should be done. As long as nobody, like, has yoinked it. We're good to go. Okay, you. God Zeus, I'd recognize that smell anywhere. The unmistakable aroma of a well-prepared soldier's stew. Well, what are you waiting for, friend? Won't you feed an old man before he fades away forever? What a feast. Just the thing to warm one up amid all this blasted snow. It isn't called a soldier's stew for naught, you know. Not only will it warm your cockles, but it'll heal your wounds and fill you with vim and vigor, too. It's a fighting man's friend. By the way, dude, do you remember what I mentioned before about the spy? You do believe me, don't you? Not this stuff about spies again. Spy this, spy that, spy the other with you people. Where do you get off on making stupid rumors about your friends? Gadzooks, man, I do not share my misgivings for fun, I assure you. I do so because I fear for my comrade's safety. Dude, I know not who among us is the traitor. It could be Warwick, Anessa, or even His Majesty. It could even be me. Mayhaps a monster slew me in my sleep and took on my well-regarded form. You trying to tell us you're the spy, or are you just confused? Want me to pull your whiskers to find out? No, no, no. What we need is Ra's mirror. It's a legendary artifact sent to show the true form of all it reflects. Would that I had the faintest idea where the bally thing might be. Uh-oh. That's bad. Positions, everyone. Enemy fighters incoming. Hey, finally. A fight. Well, we're about as well equipped as I think we can get. Oh. Almost. Okay, I gotta make some full plate armor. Alright. Also gotta make the shield. Okay, so that's gonna take a bit. Build. Because I think this is better than this. Yep. We might as well tank up. Let's see, is there anything else I can do while I'm here? Not overwhelmingly. I guess, what do I need for the Gigantes mallet? Answer's nothing, actually. Hey, Malroth, here's a club that you're not going to use in this upcoming battle. That's a big old club. I wish it was actually properly big, but that's fine. What does the pillow next to the anvil do? It's part of the wizard's workshop. Which I technically don't need either, but... Well, no. Well, I'm actually not sure if I need it, or if I have any use for it. But it's fine. Like that. Put the magic armor on. Get out of here. The movement speed was nice, but... Extra 8 armor? Yeah, it's worth it. Hey, dude, looks like the monsters are planning another big attack. Maybe they don't like the sound of that bell you keep ringing. I get the feeling they added some fresh meat to their ranks. Can't wait to see what kind of skulls I'll be smashing this time. So what do you say? You ready to fight? Yes. Alright, I don't know what monsters are going to show their ugly mugs this time around, but whoever they are, they'll be a pile of pulp once I'm finished with them. Gah! Come on, dude, it's monster mashing time. Well, let's find out how mucked up my castle is going to get. Hi. Well, I did up my equipment, so this is good. I did set it so these fireballs are, as far as I can tell, completely meaningless. Let's just hope the second wave spawns outside. I guess what I should probably do is cover this entire area in spikes. It's a bit on the unsightly side of things, but you know what? Probably worth it. Oh my god. They're all manning the ballistas. galaxy brains are like, enemies are approaching! What do we do? And then they do that. Alright. Well. Let's see. Yeah, the courtyard is getting hit. It doesn't look like the fireballs actually do any damage, though. Well, it looks like second wave worked out fine. Also, look at all this garbage that's just been collecting out here. Look at all this stuff. But yeah, I'll cover this outside in spikes. Aha! Another couple of hundred. Bite the dust. They put up a pretty good fight, though, eh? Malroth, you were amazing! The way you belted those beasts was absolutely breathtaking. Let me be your squire, I prithee. Haha, you hear that, dude? Looks like I got an admirer. Look, I don't really need a squire, but if you want to follow me around and try and pick up my moves, that's your business. Speaking of moves, what manner of monster were those fireball-slinging sorcerers? Shaman, I feared the enemy might send them against us. Neither our walls nor our traps can defend against their spells. Only one thing for it. We must repair the castle gate and keep them out of the castle entirely. Speaking of repairs, that last battle took quite the toll on the poor castle. No, it didn't. Castle is fine. But fear not, builder. Now that we've sworn our allegiance to creation's cause, we'll have everything built back up again before you can blink. And everything's been restored to its former glory, confusingly enough. Okay, you know what? This is gonna bother me. Let me guess. Castle blocks down here? Yep. I think I'll just replace this with dirt. Oh, I wonder if the wizard's chambers are down below. They probably are. Okay, well. At some point I'd like to have proper, I'm gonna say proper defenses. Proper floors? That should work? Okay. I was really hoping I could destroy that. Okay. Well, in retrospect, I guess the other thing is, if we're going to be expanding the if we're going to be expanding the gate, I guess there's not really a whole lot of point for me to put spikes in here. Alright. Let's see. Let's grab this block. Yeah, so this area got hit, but it didn't get hit any more than anything else. Okay. Not that the enemy has the power to launch magical fireballs over our walls, we can delay the rebuilding the Great Gate no longer. The main gate of Moonbrook Castle was an imposing structure that not only protected us against enemy assault, but also bristled with arms to attack our assailants as they approached. With this in mind, dude, I ask you to draw a design for a new Great Gate, one that will serve us well in both attack and defense. I'm probably gonna have to destroy some of this. We'll see if they replace stuff. Oh, actually, the gates are already in position. So, we're gonna need a lot more castle walls, buttresses, battlements, corners. We already got the portcullises. And the ballistas. By Jove! What a splendid blueprint. The design well represents the glory of Moonbrook. Not only do the walls seem nigh on impenetrable, but I see you plan to put in a battery of ballistas to drive back an invading army. But by golly, this gate is absolutely enormous, dude. It would take forever to build it by yourself. It is time for the people of Moonbrook to show you their true spirit. You would be so good as to provide the materials. We shall help make your vision of reality. Pardon? On previous projects of this scale, the townsfolk would help by gathering the necessary materials for you. Dreadfully sorry, but I can't help you there. Quite the opposite, in fact. As I say, we would be most obliged if you could gather the materials yourself. Simply fill a nearby chest with castle wall blocks and other materials for the blueprint calls for, and we shall begin. Don't forget you can make castle wall blocks out of marble. It seems we'll need an awful lot of them, 800 at least. It's difficult to keep track of everything that goes into such an enormous blueprint, but when you go to your crafting station, I'm sure you'll remember what you need. Once you put up all the ballistas and portcullises and whatnot, just pop them in the chest and pop them in place. It's up to you. Just remember that we cannot help you if we cannot access the materials. Should you wish for us to share in the work, we must share in the wealth. When the Great Gate is rebuilt, Moonbrook's long-awaited revival will be at hand. I will not build, but I can still fight. I will do all I can to keep you safe, but I leave the gate's construction in your hands. Okay, let's see. So where am I? I am right here. I guess I'm gonna... Do I have a chest? No, I have the treasure chest, but I'm pretty sure I can't actually put things inside. Put all these things away. Put this here. Well, they're going bananas, so... Okay, so let's just do 200 of these. I'm actually running out of marble. We'll have to go on another gallivant for that. Luckily, we still have enough. Let's see. If you haven't picked up the portcullis, you learn the recipe. I already had it. In fact, I put those portcullises down. But yeah, it does look like they've removed blocks that didn't belong. Oh, right. We need a chest. Please tell me I can make those. Okay. Okay, so let's just stow everything. I'm gonna let them work. I don't want to do it. I put all the... Where'd I put all the ballistas? There they are. Is that it? I think that's everything. Alright. Wow. They're cleaning up. Speaking of cleaning up, while they work, I should probably clean. This place got kind of messy, and I realized, like, most of this stuff isn't actually that useful. I mean, cord is meaningless to me. The rest of this, yeah, we can clean it up a little bit. We certainly need more oil for things here and there. Okay, so now that we've got that, we might as well eat some bread. And watch as they fix everything up. Oh, this is convenient. Wish there was a way that I could, like, really zoom out and watch. And hopefully, once they're done with this, I wonder if I'm actually going to be tasked for fixing up the other walls, too. I kind of hope so. Kind of hard to balance a game around the fact that the player may or may not have an infinite amount of various materials, depending on how they do the scavenger hunts. I mean, I think they've... I think the developers just accept that, like, if a player has done the scavenger hunts... If the player has done the scavenger hunts, then chances are, well, no. They just balance, assuming that the player hasn't done it, but if you have done it, convenience to said player. Unfortunately, I don't think these floor snow blocks are part of the blueprint. Yeah, they're not. I guess I can make, I can spend the rest of the marble to make some temple blocks and fill in those holes. Because I don't really like the idea of having snow blocks under my defenses. Not that it makes any freaking difference, but still.